my Mahjong friends, welcome to Mahjong Class Clinic. In this clinic, we're reviewing the basics, tips, and strategies all about Mahjong as we play on ilovemahj. In this video, we're discussing all about building the hands line by line. This is a series. This is the third one in the series. We're covering the category any like numbers. I'm so glad you're here. Type in the comments any questions you have and I'll be sure to answer. Type in any topics that you wish to go over or that you want to know more about, whether it's the basics or a tip or strategy, please let me know. You also can type in the comments as I play and let me know what you enjoy about the playing or maybe even what you've learned or something that I could have done different. We're always learning and growing together. Please be sure to support the Mahjong Class channel by hitting subscribe, like for the content you enjoy so YouTube knows and myself. Share the video with fellow Mahjong players and friends. Comment, I love engaging with you as we play on ilovemahj and during the video. Also consider giving a thanks of appreciation to support the Mahjong Class channel and email me, as I've mentioned, any questions you have or comments. I love hearing from you, and that's mahjongclass@yahoo.com. If you're Mahjong obsessed and love shopping, you can shop on Oh My Mahjong. Browse their dozens of mats to dress up your table or to assist you in the core Mahjong rules. Beautiful layered tiles with multiple colors. Pick your favorite color. They have storage items, accessories, and entertainment items, all for your Mahjong play. Oh My Mahjong is a modern version of this timeless classic Mahjong game. Oh My Mahjong has their holiday ornaments out for 2025 as well as mats and tiles. Check out Oh My Mahjong and put in the code MAHJClass, MAHJCALSS to get 10% off your next order. Our next shopping site, or store as you will, is heading on over to Charleston Mahjong Club. They offer colorful, whimsical tiles, leather game mats, and accessories to make every game night unforgettable. Mahjong sets are grouped by club editions. They have the Yacht Club, the Ski Club, the Cocktail Club, and the newest edition called the Hunt Club, which features fishing, duck hunting, fox hunting, sporting dogs, and beautiful woodland flowers. Check out the Hunt Club edition, and my favorite is the Country Club edition, with a theme of golf clubs for BAMs, pickleball tennis balls for dots, and super cute golf carts for jokers. Enjoy shopping at Charleston Mahjong Club and use the code MAHJClass to get 10% off at checkout. Excited to share our third shopping store, which is called Hip Hip Mahjong. They offer a special occasion American Mahjong collection. They have celebration tiles, mats, jewelries, and accessories for all occasions. Whether you're celebrating everyday play Mahjong or the holidays, 4th of July, Christmas, Hanukkah, or your birthday, which is my favorite, you can pick up the birthday celebration mat. I've actually ordered mine and waiting patiently to receive it. I can't wait to share it with you. My birthday is just about 3 weeks away, and I can't wait to use it on my birthday when we play Mahjong. Head on over to Hip Hip Mahjong and use the code MAHJClass to get 10% off. Don't forget, our store, Bespoke Mahjong, has amazing automatic Mahjong tables, storage items, accessories with fun mats and tiles, from butterflies to cranes to leopards and to dragons. You should see that dragon mat, it's gorgeous. Beach to chalets and pickleball mingled with Mahjong. Check out those mats. While you're shopping, make sure at checkout you use the discount code MAHJClass to get 10% off. This is a fun site of color. Below in the description are the links to the shopping sites, or you can scan the QR codes and head on over and shop. Enjoy shopping, and don't forget MAHJClass to get your 10% off. On with our topic and learn and grow to become better Mahjong players. Each week we're taking it category by category, line by line to build the hands. In this week's discussion, we're talking all about any like numbers. I came up with 6 exercises to do with your set. By building the hand, your brain recognizes the hands, and as you organize your tiles, your brain will remember the options. Please remember the number one exercise you can do for yourself is to learn the 9 categories, learn the headings, and memorize them. It makes it easier at the beginning of the game and during the game to collect. And as you learn the categories, learn what you need to collect for each of the categories. What numbers and flowers, dragons, or winds. Check out the video on how to do that in the description below. Once you pick your category, you collect towards it during the Charleston. Your brain will be working from the deal to the Charleston and to the gameplay for a winning hand. If you build the hands, it will sink into your brain based on the visual activity using your sense of sight, touch, and hearing. When you're building the hands, say it out loud. So grab your tiles and your card and let's build the category of any like numbers. Don't forget, you can always pause the video, you can come back to it, you can take breaks, you can do it over a course of a few days. There are so many options, and what's physically printed on the card is 71 hands that can be made in over 1,000 ways. Let's take a look at any like numbers section. There are just 3 printed hands here that can be made in 27 different ways of each. So there are over 81 ways to make the hands in any like numbers. That's a lot of options. Based on building the hands, maybe you will be playing a line on the card you've never played before, and you can play better defense and become a good Mahjong player. Let's get learning and build the hands. Be sure to grab your tiles and your card and get ready to build the hands, line by line in any like numbers. I've organized my tiles by number and suit, so it'll make easy to build the hands. We're dealing with any like numbers. Each line on the card has to be all the same numbers. The word like means same, so you can replace it with the word same. So it's any same numbers, but in different suits. Let's get started building any like numbers, line by line. Let's look at line number 1. In line number 1, you would need 2 flowers, the number 1 in bam, the matching dragon to Bam's, which is green, cracks, the number 1, the matching dragon to cracks, which is red, and 2 dots, number 1. This would be a winning hand for line number 1, any like numbers. So we built it as is. Because line number 1 was in 3 colors, we built it with 3 suits. Now let's switch this hand up and build it in another variation using different suits. So instead of having Bams first, we're going to slide this down and we're going to have cracks first. Then we're going to choose to do the 1 dots. We need 4 of them. With the matching dragon, which is the white. Then you need a pair of 1 Bams to complete this hand as an alternate way to build line number 1. We can build it one more way. We're going to remove the 1 crack with the matching dragon. We're going to slide it down. We're going to use 2 flowers, the 1 dots with the matching dragon. Now we need 4 1 Bams, a Kong of 1 Bams. The matching dragon to the 1 Bams is the green. And then you need a final pair of the unused suit. Dots, Bams, cracks is unused, and that will be our final pair. We've built this hand 3 ways with the number 1. Now you can build this hand from the number 1 to the number 9. I'm not going to take the time with you today to build it, but I suggest you do that because that would be building it 27 different ways. Remember, just because it's printed in one way, you have other options to build it. So for example, using the number 1 for line number 1, there's 3 different ways to build it. If you use all the numbers from 1 to 9, you have 27 different ways to build line number 1. I am going to choose a different number just to help you out and build it again. Maybe we'll do all odds for this hand, and then the next hand we'll do evens. So let's build it with the number 3. So put back your tiles so you're ready to build your next grouping. And as I mentioned, we're going to build this now with the number 3. So we're still looking at line number 1, and we're going to build as is. So we have 2 flowers. We're going to start with the BAMs. We're using the number 3 now. You need a matching dragon because it's in the same color on the card. So we need the green dragon, which is the matching dragon. Then we need the number 3 because we're using the number 3 in the next suit, and we're going to use cracks. We need the matching dragon because that's what's stated on the card. It's in the same color. Then we need a pair in the unused suit. We used BAMs, cracks, we need dots in the number 3 because we're using the number 3. Now you have a completed Mahjong hand with the number 3, and you can say Mahjong. Now let's make it in a different variation. Because we're using the number 3, we don't have to start with BAMs. Let's remove that. And let's slide down the tiles. So we have a pair of flowers to start with. The suit cracks in the number 3 with the matching dragon. Now I want to do the 3 dots, but we need 4 of them. So add 2 more 3 dots. Then you need the matching dragon, which is white. Then you need the 3rd unused suit. We used cracks and dots. We haven't used BAMs yet. Now we have a pair of 3 BAMs. This is the second version of this hand. Let's do the final one for the 3s. We're going to remove the cracks, and now we could start it with dots. We have our pair of flowers, our Kong of 3 dots, the matching dragon, we need a single. And now let's add the 3 BAMs. We need a Kong, then we need the matching dragon, and then finally we need a pair of the 3s in the unused suit. We have dots and BAMs, we need cracks. That's 14 tiles for a good Mahjong. Now we've made this hand with the number 3s. You can proceed to make it with the number 2s and 4s. Let's try it with the 5s. Going to start line number 1 and build as is with any like numbers, any same numbers. This time we're going to use the number 5. We need a pair of flowers. And remember, flowers can actually have flowers on them, or this is Chinese art. And just quickly, not that this is part of this lesson, but I wanted to point out, your 1 BAM will always be a bird. It has a beak and wings. That's a bird. That's the 1 BAM. It does not look like the flower. The flower has Chinese art on it. It'll never have a bird. So we have our 2 flowers for line number 1. We need to have the BAM suit. And as I mentioned, we're doing the number 5. We need a Kong of 5 BAMs with the matching dragon, because on the card, the D is represented in the same color as the number. So we need the green dragon. Then we're going to change suits because our color on the card changes, and we're going to do cracks. We need the number 5, and we need 4 of them for a Kong. We need the matching dragon, a single dragon, which is the red that matches. And then finally, to complete this hand, to make it 14, you need the unused suit. We use bams and cracks. We will now use dots. Let's do another variation of this hand. So in this hand, we've switched using different numbers. So let's do different suits. We're going to get rid of the 5 bams and the green dragon and slide it down. We're going to build this hand now with 2 flowers, a Kong of 5 cracks, the matching dragon. Now we need a Kong of 5 dots, which is 4, with the matching dragon, which is white. And to complete this hand, you need a pair of the unused suit. We use cracks, dots, we need bams, and we need a pair. Now you've completed line number 1 with 5s. You can still do one more variation if you get rid of the 5 cracks and the red and push it down. We're going to do it with 5 bams. So we have 2 flowers, 5 dots, a Kong, matching dragon, the white, 5 bams, we need a Kong, matching dragon, the green. And then finally, to complete this, you need a pair of 5 cracks, the unused suit. Let's talk about in this hand where we can use jokers. You can never use jokers in a pair. We have 4 of a kind here, same number, same suit. You can use up to 4 jokers in this grouping. In a single tile, a single soap, matching dragon, the dragon, no joker. In the 5 bams, we can use up to 4 jokers. In the single green dragon, no jokers. In the pair of 5s, no jokers. It's a pair. You only can use jokers for 3 or more tiles. If we had only 2 5s here, we can use 2 jokers to represent our 5s. Let's put the 5s back. We've been building the hand using different numbers. So let's try another odd number, and that we're building just odds this hand. You could build it with even, so you do number 6. Let's do number 7. So let's get rid of these 5s. So as I've mentioned, you can make line number 1 with the numbers 1 through 9 in the 3 different suits with 3 different ways. So even though the hand is printed in only one way, you can make it 27 different ways by changing the number and changing the suit. Now let's build this hand with the number 7. Remember, any same number. You need a pair of flowers. Remember, the numbers are insignificant on the flowers. It's just a flower. You need to start with any number of like numbers in any suit. This time we're going to start with the 7 bams. We need a Kong of them. The next thing we need, because it's in the same color, is the matching dragon. The bams dragon is green. Color changes, we're going to change suits, and this time we're going to use cracks. Now we need to have the dragon to match, which is red. And because we're using the number 7, the color changes. We have to use the unused suit, and we need a pair of 7s. We have bams and cracks. We now need dots. There you have it, 14 tiles for your Mahjong hand. Let's do another variation of this, still using the same numbers, but we're going to change the suits around. Instead of starting with bams, we're going to start with cracks. So we have our 2 flowers, our Kong of 7 cracks, the matching dragon, then we need a Kong of 7 dots, the matching dragon, And then we need our final pair in the unused suit. We only have 3 suits to choose from. So we have cracks, dots, we need bams. And because we're using the number 7, we have to have the 7 bams. We can build this one more time. Sliding the tiles down, starting with the 7 dots, our pair of flowers, 7 dots, matching dragon, 7 bams, we need a Kong, the matching dragon, and then we need a pair of the unused suit. The unused suit, because we use dots and bams, the unused suit is cracks. We're using the number 7. Remember, any like numbers, we have to use a pair of 7 cracks. Congratulations on this Mahjong hand. Our final number we're using for this section, we're skipping the number 8, but please build it with the number 8. I'm going to now use the number 9. So I hope you built it with the number 8 on your own. Now let's build the number 9. We're still looking at any like numbers, line number 1. We're going to use a pair of flowers. Remember, no jokers. Then we're going to use the number 9 in the bam suit to start. We need a Kong of 9 bams with the matching dragon because it's the same color on the card. So the matching dragon to bams is green. Then we're going to change suit because the color changes suit on the card. So we're going to use the 9 cracks. We need a Kong of 9 cracks and we're using the number 9. We have to carry it all the way through. The matching dragon to the cracks is the red, one of them. And then finally the unused suit. We use bams and cracks. The unused suit is dots. And what number are we using? The number 9. We need a pair. So there's lots of questions you're always asking yourself. The first thing you're going to say is how many suits, what number, and then how many of that number for your grouping. In this example, we have the number 9, we have 4, 4, 2, and then the matching dragons are the green to the bams, the red to the cracks, and the 9 dots. Let's build this hand 2 more times. The bams, slide it down. We have the 2 flowers, the Kong of 9 cracks, matching dragon. Now we need the 9 dots, a Kong. With the matching dragon is the white. So again, looking at the hand, it's 3 colors. Flowers will always be in blue. They're neutral. They go with any suit. We have the 3 colors, so we need 3 suits. The number we're using is the number 9. And then now we need to know how many of the number 9 and what suit. Used cracks and dots, we must use bams. And we already know it's the number 9 and we need 2 of them. We can build this hand one more way. Pulled out the cracks, slide it down. We have our 2 flowers, our Kong of 9 dots, our matching dragon, changes color on the card, changes suit, 9 bams. We need 4 of them for our Kong, the matching dragon, which is the green. And then you ask yourself, well, how many suits is this hand? It's 3. We have dots and bams. We need cracks. And what number are we using? The number 9. And how many do we need? We need a pair to finish this hand. Congratulations, you've built line number 1, any like numbers from 1 through 9. We only did it today on the video with odd numbers, but you can choose to do it with even. Take your time building these so that your brain can recognize the hands. It doesn't have to be in ones as printed on the card. You can have any number 1 through 9 as long as you continue to use the number all the way through. This line number 1 can be built 27 different ways. We've completed the 5 exercises to build the hand. Number 6 is to rebuild the hand by scrambling the tiles. So take the 9s or whatever one you were working on and try to do this each time you build them. Put the tiles down and try to build it without looking at the card. Mix the tiles up and put the tiles on your rack. Remember, suits go together. So put all the 9s of the same suit together. Flowers are always in the beginning. I put the dragons at the end. We can incorporate them when we're ready. Dot, a 9 crack, and a 9 bam. Now we know how this runs. It's a pair, Kong, single, with a pair at the end. So now you rebuilt the hand, exercise number 6. You're going to build it with each of the numbers. Maybe one day do 1 through 4. Maybe the next day do 5 to 9. Or do it like I am, build the odds and then build the evens. But you want to get each hand built to incorporate it into your brain so that when you get the tiles in the game, you'll remember this particular hand. Let's move on to hand number 2 and build as is. Let's make hand number 2 with the number 4. Again, please make it with the numbers 1, then 2, then 3. We're making it with 4 to shorten the video. We need 4 flowers, the number 4, and we're going to start it with the 4 bams. So if we have 4 bams in the beginning, we must match the color on the card and have 4 bams at the end, a pair, 2 pairs. In the middle are going to be the other 2 unused suits, which are dots and cracks. And since we use the number 4, we have to use the number 4 for the other 2 suits. Now we must also look how many we need. We need a pung of 4 cracks with a pung of 4 dots. This hand is complete for your Mahjong hand. You can make it 2 other ways with the different suits. We're going to slide it down and use the 4 cracks first, so then that means this needs to be 4 cracks at the end, the pair matching. We have cracks and dots. Our missing suit is bams. We need a pung. And we used all 4s because that's the number we chose for our like number. In this example, let's talk about exercise number 3, where we can use jokers. We have 4 flowers. 4 flowers are the same, regardless of the number. So we can use up to 4 jokers in our 4 flowers. Then we have our pair of 4s. Remember, in a pair, we're not allowed to use jokers. Even though we have another pair down here that's the same, they're 2 separate pairs, no jokers. We can use up to 3 jokers in our 4 bams and up to 3 jokers in our 4 dots. Each time we've been doing exercise 5, working with different numbers. We're swapping out the original number of 1 that's on the card. We read the parentheses. It says any like numbers. So now let's build it with the number 6. Line number 2, using the number 6s. We need our 4 flowers. Any 4 flowers will do, regardless of the number on the tile in the left-hand corner. We need our numbers 6s because that's what we chose, because that's what we got in the deal. And this time we need a pair of 6 bams. Since we use 6 bams here, we have to use 6 bams at the end. So make sure that when you're playing that you get your Kong of 6s in your hand, and that is what you're going to use. You need your 6 cracks. We need a pung of them. We're using the number 6, and on the card it says we need 3. It's 3 different colors on the card. We know we have to use our 3 suits. We have bams and cracks. Our final suit is dots with the number 6, and we need 3 of them. We can make this hand 2 other ways by changing the suits. We're going to start out with a pair of 6s, so we need the other 6 on this end. We have our 6 crack with our 6 dots. Our missing suit is the 6 bams. Our 14 tiles makes a good mahjong. One more time, we'll start with the bams. If we have the 6 bams, we need the 6 bams at the end. We're missing a suit. We have our 6 dots. We need our 6 cracks. We've made this hand in 3 different ways using the numbers so far 2, 4, and 6. Remember, it's any like numbers, any same numbers. You can't mix them. They have to be all the same. Let's make our final grouping. In this session, we're going to only use the even numbers, so we're going to do the 8s, but please do the 7s and the 9s, and let's make the 8s. Line number 2 with 8s. We need 4 flowers. Remember, you can use up to 4 jokers in that grouping. We need a pair. And we're going to start out with the bams of the number 8. Because we have 8s here, we need to have 8s in the back. So make sure you have all 4 8s in order to make this hand without a joker. Then we need to have 8 cracks. And because we use cracks and bams, our final suit is dots, and we need a pung of 8 dots for this hand. This hand is complete with 4 flowers, a pair of 8s in one suit matching on the end, with kongs of 8s in the other 2 suits. We can make this hand in 2 other ways by changing the suits around. Let's start with the 8 cracks, with the 8 cracks on the end. We're going to keep the 8 dots, and we're missing the 8 bams. We need a pung. You've just made it in another way, using different suits. One more time, starting with dots. We have dots at the beginning, we have dots at the end, with cracks in the middle and bams. So you have dots, dots, cracks, bams. So we've made this hand in 3 different ways. Now let's do exercise number 6, build the hand by rebuilding. Place all the tiles face down and shuffle them around. Close your card and see if you can build the hand without looking. Of course, if you need assistance with the card, keep it open. You always have your card in front of you. But I was just trying to make this a little funner. And so you put all the 8s together in the same suit. Put the flowers in the beginning, that's where they belong. And now you might think this is a valid hand. And it is, maybe on another card of another year. But in this card, we have to split this kong up to be pair. So if you remember, pair at the beginning and pair at the end. And now you have the valid hand, line number 2 of any like numbers. Just to revisit, where can we use jokers? You can use jokers in the kong of flowers. You can use up to 4 jokers. So let's see what that looks like. 4 jokers in the Kong of flowers. You cannot use jokers in the pair of 8s. You can use up to 3 jokers in the Pung of 8s, the 8 cracks, and in the Pung of 8 bams. No jokers in the pair of 8 dots. Don't forget to build the hand from 1 to 9 using the different numbers. We've only done evens here just to make the video a little shorter. You've built the hand in 27 different ways for line number 2. Let's move on to line number 3, the concealed hand. Remember, concealed hands you cannot call for any grouping unless it's your last tile for Mahjong. So let's see what that looks like. Line number 3 is a concealed hand. The entire hand must be made within your rack. Only your last tile can be called for Mahjong. You can use jokers anywhere, where allowable by the National Mah Jongg League rules, and you can do joker exchanges on other people's racks and use the joker as you wish in your own rack, where allowable. Let's build this hand as is. We're going to start with a pair of flowers, 3 ones, so let's start with bams. We need 3 of them. We know the hand is 3 different colors. The second grouping changes colors, so we need a different suit. So let's do the ones. And then you need the third suit, a Pung of ones. So now these ones do not matter what order they're in. They can have the dots first, the cracks first, or the bams. It doesn't really matter. What's interesting about this hand, in the parentheses, it says any dragon. Some might think because the ones are green, the dragon must be green, and we need a Pung of it. Well, that's just one way you can make it. It says it can be any dragon. It doesn't have to be the matching dragon to the first number. Sometimes this parentheses supersedes what the color on the card indicates. Be sure to read those parentheses. It's extremely important. So even though this hand, we built it as is, exercise 2 says with different suits if allowable. You're still using the same ones. It's just the back end. We can change the dragon. So instead of the green dragon, we're going to use the white. The hand is still a valid hand, and you can have Mahjong. 14 tiles with Mahjong. Exercise 2 again, we're changing the back dragons, and we're going to make them red. Any of the last 3 hands that I built are a valid Mahjong hand. Let's look at exercise number 4, where can we use jokers? We cannot use jokers with our pair of flowers. However, in all the other groupings, you can use up to 3 jokers. You can use 3 jokers, up to 3, so if you only needed 1, you could just use 1. But you can use 3 jokers in the 1 bams, 3 jokers in the 1 cracks, up to 3 jokers in the 1 dots, and up to 3 jokers in the red dragons. Let's look at exercise number 5, build the hand with different numbers. If you wanted to, if you weren't sure you were ready to do that, we could also do exercise number 6 by rebuilding the hand. You just put the tiles face down and you flip them over and you shuffle them about, mix them up. This hand should be pretty straightforward if you always put your tiles in the order that I speak of, dragons to the right, suits together, and flowers to the left. It'll just come together super quickly for you, and it'll be a valid hand. Sometimes I don't like putting BAMs next to flowers because people get confused, so you can always put the dots first instead of putting BAMs. And now you have a valid hand for Mahjong. This is a concealed hand. The only tile you can call for is your last tile for Mahjong. You will never have any tiles exposed on top of your rack. Now let's do exercise number 5. As I mentioned, build the hand with different numbers. Let's not use the number 1. I think this time I'm going to use the number 9. We're going to do a big jump from 1 to 9. You need 3 9s, and I'm going to start with BAMs. We have our 2 flowers, 3 9s. Then we need cracks for another suit. It changes color. Again, they don't have to be in this order. And then you need your final suit. We have BAMs and cracks. We need dots, 3 of them, a pung. And we have to stay with the number 9 because it's any like number. Now I have left the red dragon here to show you that you can build it with the red dragon. On the card, it looks like you have to have the first grouping and the red dragon match. I mean, if you wanted to do that, you could just switch it around, but it's not necessary. It says any dragon. So we can change out this back dragon. We don't need to change any numbers here. They're all pungs. And we can put in the white dragon. This is the variation. Build the hand, exercise number 3. We can change out the white dragon and put in the green. So there's 3 variations for this hand. So we built it with 1s and 9s. Let's try it with 5s. We all like to play like numbers, and don't be scared of playing concealed hand. I really do enjoy this hand. It's quite simple. You're just looking for pungs, and surely pungs are much easier to get than kongs, and you can use jokers anywhere but your flowers. I left up the green dragons, so let's build this with a pung of 5 BAMs. We have our 2 flowers. It changes color on the card. We have to change suits. So let's do 5 cracks. And we need the final suit of 5 dots. Again, these do not have to be the green dragons. They need to be a pung of dragons, and they need to be all the same because a pung is all the same. But we could have used the red. And you don't have to start this hand with the matching suit. You could have had dots in the beginning. You could have even had BAMs. I think that's what we had, but we could put BAMs in the beginning because I want to show you that these red dragons do not have to be red. They could be white. You just have to have all suits represented with the same number, pung, 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 and any pung of a dragon, all the same. You've just built this hand using the numbers 1, 9, and 5. Please continue building the hand using the numbers 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you use the different ways to build with different suits, which you don't have to change the suits here. So exercise number 2 is kind of negated. But what you are doing is switching out the dragons, so that's another variation. Make sure you read those parentheses. As I mentioned in exercise number 4, where we can use jokers, no jokers in the pair flowers, jokers in the 5 BAMs, up to 3 jokers in the 5 dots, up to 3 jokers in the 5 cracks, and up to 3 jokers in the pung of a dragon. Make sure they're all the same. Exercise number 5 was with different numbers. We did that with the numbers 1, 5, and 9. And then exercise number 6 is rebuild the hand. We did do that once already, but we can do it again. Put down your tiles. Don't look at your card. Mix it up. And again, this one is so straightforward. You just put your flowers to the left and your suit. And most of the time, you know, dragons are to the right in all the hands, so put the dragon to the right. And you have to make sure you have 14 tiles, so don't drop one of your tiles and build the hand. It won't help you to understand the hand. And we're missing one more. And there you have it, the concealed hand, 2 flowers, and 3 pungs of the same number in 3 different suits with a dragon, any dragon. It doesn't have to be white, it doesn't have to be opposite, it doesn't have to be matching, it's any dragon. So again, we didn't need to have the 5s in the front. If we had the 5 bands in the front, you could still have the white dragon. I hope you enjoyed any like numbers. We've completed the build the hand in the 6 exercises. We made this hand in 27 ways, obviously not in this video, but you've done it on your own from 1 to 9. So we've made like numbers category in 81 different ways. Please take your time in this category so your mind can process how to build the hands. There are 81 ways to make this category. There are over 1,000 ways to build hands on the card. We'll be moving on to the quint section in our next video. Now let's go on and play on ilovemahj and see if we can play a like numbers hand. I'm sure you're exhausted after building the any like numbers hand using all those numbers 1 to 9, but I promise you, you'll become a better Mahjong player. My final notes. Sometimes it's not about winning, but a personal achievement, about stretching yourself and playing out of your comfort zone. If you are 1 or 2 tiles away when somebody calls Mahjong, I think that's a pretty good personal achievement for yourself. I promise you'll get it next time. And even if it becomes a wall game, that's also a personal achievement. You've made good choices and you've played good defense. Sometimes you just don't get the tiles and luck's not on your side with jokers, even after you become a really good Mahjong player. You can also consider coaching lessons with me to give you feedback on how to build a hand and watch how you build your hand with a keen eye and help you focus on improving your game. To be able to play with confidence, email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com to set up your coach and play. I would love to work with you. In addition to building the hands, if you do not have a set, you can go and play on ilovemahj and build the hands in their exercise room. It's the same concept, except you're just using the mouse instead of physically touching the tiles. You can head on over to ilovemahj and use the code CB for a 3-week trial and build the hands in their exercise room. Head in the description below for additional videos on how to know what hands your opponents are playing by building the hands. You can watch what your opponents are playing when they have exposures up, and you can also learn to switch hands. Check the description below for additional video links. Please consider becoming a channel member. Take your love of Mahjong to the next level and head on over to the main screen, hit the join button, and check out the 3 levels that you can choose from. You can read all about them. Please consider becoming a channel member. And thank you so much for those who are already part of the Mahjong Class Channel. Thank you. While on the home screen, you can also search the magnifying glass for any topic of interest. And if it's not there, please let me know and I'll be sure to create a video just for you and share it with others. If you have a question, I'm sure others also do. You can also scan the QR code below with your phone and you can go directly to becoming a channel member and read all about it. Here's a great opportunity to build the hands. As I've mentioned, you can head on over to ilovemahj. You can build the hands in the exercise room, which increases your skills, and you can learn how to increase your speed. You can also head to the exercise room to do so. You can play with bots for regular game or with friends or make new friends. Head on over to ilovemahj, use the code CB to get your 3-week trial. You can also scan the QR code here to go directly to ilovemahj. Now let's get on and play on ilovemahj and see if we can make any like numbers hands. On I Love Mahj, we're going to play, game launch, play with bots, official game, advanced. That's our game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. Look for your pairs. We have pairs of fives. We know fives can be used in 2025. We have no white dragon, so I'm not going to play there. I'd like to have one white dragon at least for our 0. We can't play fives in 2, 4, 6, 8. We can play fives in any like number, so we can keep all our fives. We can play fives in quints, but we have only one joker. We need multiple jokers. We can play fives in consecutive run, so maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. You would collect every 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the best one probably is to play in odds with 1, 3, 3, 5. So I think we'll stop there and we'll maybe play odds. So let's get rid of the 6. Maybe one of these wins. And we're keeping odds. Kind of want to keep this 2 in case somebody passes me a white dragon. Let's get rid of, we have 3, 5. I'd like to keep all the 5s. Let's get rid of the 9. Picked up another 3. Perfect. We don't need this 2, although now we have a pair of 2s. We can get rid of the east. But I don't know if we're going to play with these 2s. I like the 3, 5, maybe matching dragon if we get some 1s. Let's get rid of this 6 and the 2. Wow, another 3. A west, a 9. And let's get rid of this 2. 2 crack. A 6, a north, and a 1. Let's continue.
Second Charleston.
We want to keep the 1. We don't want the north, the 6, or the 2. We picked up a 9, an east, and a north. A 2, a west. Oh, we got another 1. I'm going to get rid of, I'm thinking a 1, 3, 3, 5. Let's move these 1 dots to the beginning. We need the 3 dot, and I'm going to get rid of the 5 bam. Actually, I'm going to keep the 5 bam because the bottom hand, the concealed hand, it's a 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. Let's get rid of the 5 dot.
Courtesy pass.
And we got the 1 to go with the cracks. So all the crack hand, which is line number 3. That might work. Let's give 3 tiles. A south, a north, and a 5. Oh, yay, we got another 5. Oh, this hand's coming together. We prioritize your discards. We know we don't want the north or the 9. Let's get rid of the 9.
9 crack. Soap. Soap. Flower.
We don't want the 2.
2 dot. North. 9 dot.
Now we can get rid of the
Soap.
north.
North. 7 bam. 7 dot. 2 dot. 5 dot. 9 dot. 9 bam. 9 crack.
We're looking for cracks. 1, 3, 5.
6 crack. 4 bam. South. West.
Oh, we got a flower. There is the flower hand. I think it's line number 5, but we don't really have the makings of that. Probably not going to use that flower.
7 crack. Call. 2 crack.
Don't forget joker opportunity here.
8 dot. 5 bam. Red.
Not ready to call. We need 3, but we're going to wait.
1 crack.
Oh no.
8 crack. 9 dot. Joker swap. North.
Somebody got that joker.
5 bam.
We need some
Mah
more.
Jongg.
Oh my goodness, they're so quick. We needed some more jokers in order to start calling for things, but I'm pretty pleased with this hand. I was looking at line number 3, 4 1s, 3 3s, 4 5s with matching dragons. Congratulations to Annie. She played line number 2 in consecutive run, pung kong, 2 3 4 5. And don't forget, make sure you read when you're playing online other people's hands so that you can learn new lines to play. We have Kurt, who is playing quince, line number 1. Wow, 2 flowers, pung of 6s, a kong of 7s, and you would have needed a quint of 8s. And he had no jokers. That's crazy that he was playing a quint. Amstead was playing consecutive run, line number 4, 3 flowers. He only had 1, but he had a joker. The grouping 3 4 5 6, and he needed a bunch of 7s, which were over here. His hand was a bust. Interesting. I don't know if that was the best choice, Amstead. He was hoping for 4 jokers. Okay, we're going to go on to our next game. Congratulations to Annie.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. Oh, we have some flowers. We have 1 2. Oh, a bunch of 1s. Maybe we'll play like numbers hand. We do have a pair of 7s. I don't think we're going to use them. So let's maybe try to play a like numbers hand with 1s. Keeping just 1s. Ooh, maybe we could play that 3 4 5 hand with 1s. Consecutive run, line number 7. So it'd be 2 3 4 5 6. So we don't need this 7, and I'm going to get rid of, oh no, because we would need 1s and 1s. So we need the other group of 1s. We have 3 to pass.
Second Charleston.
9 west south. Oh, we need the 5. 1 2 3 4 5. We don't need the 6 or the 8. We wouldn't need a flower. I'm doing it. A north, a 3, or an east.
Courtesy pass.
We never got the other 1s. I'm going to do 3. So I've switched over to consecutive run on line number 7.
East.
Okay, we're missing the 1 cracks. Let's see how this plays out.
Red. Flower. 9 dot. 5 bam. 7 crack. North. 4 dot.
1 crack. That's
green.
Perfect.
1 crack.
Again, no jokers. Oh, there goes
7
one of our
crack.
cracks. We need a joker.
South. 6 crack. 3 dot. 4 crack. 7 dot. 9 bam. Green. West. 6 crack. 7 bam. Call. 9 bam.
No jokers. Where are all the jokers?
South. 6 dot. 7 dot. Red.
Okay, what if I keep these flowers and play 1 2 3? We need the pair of 2s in the middle. Because we have all these 1s. We don't have our pair. That's tough. We could just play 1 2 3 4 5. We're still missing a bunch. But let's get rid of a flower. I know this sounds crazy,
call,
but there's more.
7
Oh,
dot.
we could do joker exchange. I like that even better.
2 crack.
Let's do our joker exchange.
Joker swap.
Get rid of the 9.
9 dot.
At least we have 1 joker
7
now.
crack. 9 crack. 8 crack.
5 dot. Don't know.
5
we don't
dot.
need it.
4 bam. South. 9 crack.
Red. We don't need.
Red. Red. North. West.
We keep getting these flowers.
Flower. East. Soap. 3 dot. 4 dot. green,
We need some
8
ones
dot,
and some jokers.
east,
Oh, good. Let's get rid of this 3.
3 bam,
I'm going
3
to play
bam,
line number 7. I think we have to use this joker because I think one of the ones went out. So we have to use this joker here.
2 bam, 4 dot, 5 bam, 7 dot, 8 bam, green, north,
Nobody's playing
9
wins.
bam, 8 bam, west, 3 bam, 3 crack, so, call, 3 crack,
Oh, joker opportunity.
8 dot, west,
There is one more out there.
3 dot, 8 crack, 1 crack,
Let's call it for the Kong.
call, 1 bam,
We need a joker
North.
or the 1 dot for the win.
9 dot, 8 crack, 8 bam, 9 crack, 8 dot, 9 dot,
And there it is,
Joker
joker
swap.
swap. Don't miss those joker opportunities to do the swap. And we have Mahjong.
Mah Jongg,
So initially we went to any like numbers with ones, but we didn't get any ones in the beginning. I think we were shy of the 1 crack. Then we switched to consecutive run. I was considering just doing the pung kong hand, but we had all those beautiful ones, so I considered just staying with them and playing line number 7 in consecutive run, and we did it. We were in the last wall, never give up. So Kurt was playing consecutive run, line number 2, the pung kong hand, 6, 7, 8, 9. He had a long way to go. Annie was playing consecutive run, line number 3, 4 flowers. That was the one we were considering also. The number 3, she needed a Kong, the pair of 4s, and she needed a Kong of 5 dots. She had a long way to go. Where are all the jokers? Maybe this game doesn't have any because I only had 1. Oh, I had 2, and Annie had 1. Oh, I see. Amstead has 2. Amstead was playing 2025, which we considered, I think, also at one point. Maybe that was the last game, but anyway, he had the pung of 2s, the Kong of 0s. Remember, 0s are not a suit when you play with 2025. And then he had 2s and 5s, matching suits for line number 2. He was just 1 away. Good for him. Now let's start our next game.
first Charleston,
Sort by suit. And we have no pairs. We have 7, 9, 6, 7, 9. We're missing the 8. Can we do 3, 6, 9? We don't have that many. We could play a wins hand, 7s north and south with odds. Let's get rid of the low numbers, a 2, a 1, and a 2. And maybe we'll see what comes up. We need a pair. Ooh, some wins. 9s. I like 3, 6, 9. Let's get rid of these. South and west. Maybe we should keep the wins. Maybe this will be a wins hand. You never know. All right, let's give up on the 3. Let's keep the upper numbers. Oh, looking like a wins hand with 9s. Let's get rid of the 6. Keep whittling it down. 4, 1, 2. Let's continue.
second Charleston,
4, 1, 2. A 7. Oh, that's a pair though. A 1, a 7. So we keep the dragons with the wins. Let's pick up the 7s and keep the 9s. 9s are better odds. Not many people play with 9s. 3, 3, 7.
Courtesy pass.
2, 4, 7. Let's get rid of 3. Going into a wins hand, they only wanted to do 2. Let's pull back one of these and do a 7.
2 bam.
Going into a wins hand without any norths or east.
7 bam.
So we have a long way to go.
2 dot. 4 dot. 7 crack. Green.
I don't know what our options were.
4
It was
crack.
a tough hand.
5 dot. 3 dot. 9 dot.
Okay, there's our 9s. I'm not ready to call because I don't know what hand I'm playing.
4 crack. 9 dot.
Oh no.
So.
All our 9s just went.
1 dot. 1 bam. Green. 5 bam. 8 bam.
Nobody's playing dragons, that's for sure.
3 bam. 4 bam. 4 crack. 3 dot.
Oh,
5
good, a
dot.
north.
4 bam.
Let's hold on to our north.
4 dot. West.
Not calling anything.
2 crack.
Getting rid of the low numbers because
6
that's what I
crack.
passed in the beginning.
2
Just in
bam.
case somebody's playing with them.
8 crack. North. 5 dot. 3 bam. 7
Oh,
crack.
pulled an east.
4 dot. 2 dot. 7 bam. 1 bam call. 8 crack.
Oh, joker
Joker
opportunity.
swap.
Oh, somebody got
North.
it already.
3 crack. 8 crack. Red. 5 dot.
I don't think our dragons are going to work for us.
3 dot. 8 bam. 3 crack. 6 dot. Call. East. 7 dot. Call. Red.
Eesh.
8 crack. 1 dot. Flower. 2 crack. 2 crack. 4 crack. 6 bam. 8 bam.
Oh, good. Another
7
win.
bam. 1 dot.
Keep plugging away here. We're like
8
a little
dot.
over halfway.
Red.
Keep the flower. Let's get rid of these dragons.
Flower.
Can't call for it. We don't have any jokers and we don't know what hand we're playing.
3 dot. 5 crack. 2 crack. 4 dot. Flower. West.
We might have to make a decision. There's already a west out. Let's look at the flowers. The only flower hand I could possibly play is line number 3. We need 3 flowers, 2 norths, 2 easts, 3 wests, and 4 souths. That's potential. Let's call for this, or we can play line number 1. So let's call for our
Call.
pung.
Green. 9 bam. Mah Jongg.
All right. It's okay. It took us a little bit to come together. I was looking to play either line number 1, the first half, or line number 3 with 3 flowers, 2 norths, 2 east, 3 west, and 4 souths. I was feeling a little better when I made that call. I didn't want to make it in the beginning because I didn't know what hand I was playing. Congratulations to Annie. She was playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line number 4. 4 flowers, 1 and 9s in the same suit with 10. It's an addition hand. 1 plus 9 equals 10. And in the case of the soap, it is a 0 and it goes with any suit. Congratulations, Annie. Kurt was playing consecutive run, line number 4, 3 flowers. He had none. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He had a long way to go. Hampstead was playing 3, 6, 9, which is what I had originally wanted to play. So he was looking for a 6 bam. He had pairs of 3s, pairs of 6s, pairs of 9s, 6 bam, and 6 dot. Thank God he wasn't playing with the 9s, because if we got rid of our 9s, we would have been in trouble. He would have won. But anyway, Annie won. Congratulations to Annie. On to our next game.
First Charleston.
Sort by suit. Look for your pairs. Once again, no pairs. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we need flowers. I guess we could use these for our flowers. Let's get rid of the 2 and the 3 and the north. The south. The green and the red. Oh, another south. Maybe we should change our hands. Oh, no, we got a pair of 8s. I said 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get rid of the 5 and the 6. Let's continue.
Second Charleston.
The 3. I'm going to do the 7 and the 8. Maybe we're going to play a winds with dragons. The 6, the 8, and the 4. The 5, the 6, and the 8. So I completely picked my hand based on the tiles that were being passed in the Charleston.
3 bam.
I was hoping for more wins, but we didn't get them.
8 crack. 8 dot. 3 bam.
We have news.
8 bam.
We can also play 5, 7, 9 with news.
8 crack. 4 crack. 6 bam. 8 dot.
Let's see what we get. Oh, we got some red.
5 dot. 4 crack. 8 crack.
I got rid of the 5 dot because the news hand in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line number 7 is 5, 7 in cracks and 7, 9 in dots. So I didn't need the 5 dot.
Flower. 6 crack. 2 bam. 4 bam. Soap. 9 bam.
Sure need a lot of flowers though for this hand.
North. 6 dot. 8 crack. North. South. 7 crack.
We have news, so I'm not worried about it.
5 dot. 5 crack.
Not calling for anything.
5 crack. 2 crack.
I think I'm going to play with the
5 dot.
dragons.
6 bam. 6 crack. 1 dot.
So we don't need this south.
2 bam. East. 5 crack. 2 crack. 2 crack. 4 crack. 1 bam. 6 dot. 3 bam.
Okay, so we need some flowers
1 bam.
and some dragons. Oh, jokers will help.
7 dot.
I like jokers.
6 crack.
So the dragons we need 3 of. So we're ready to call for our red, ready to call for our green, and then we need another joker or a flower.
3
4
crack.
flowers.
2 bam. 9 crack. 6 crack. 3 dot. 3 bam. 3 crack. 7 bam. So.
Everybody's so quiet.
5 crack. 4 crack. Green.
I'm going to wait for the next one because this is the first one.
9 crack.
Maybe we'll pick it ourselves.
Red.
I'm going to wait for the last red to go out too. Oh, we got a joker.
South. 9 bam.
Now we're ready to do our flowers.
6 bam. 9 bam.
Oh, we picked the green ourselves. That's what I was saying. And we didn't have to expose anything.
9 dot. 6 dot. 6 bam. 2 crack. 8 dot. 1 bam.
Nobody wanted that 9 dot.
9 dot.
So no joker bait for
8
us.
dot. 9 dot. 7 bam. 9 crack. 3 crack.
Oh,
Joker swap.
we're 1 away.
West. Flower.
And there it is, Mahjong. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jokers. Jokers were in our favor.
Mah Jongg.
Yay! Yay for us. So we played line number 4, 4 flowers with 2 groups of dragons, pungs, and the word news. Very nice. Kurt was playing consecutive run line number 2, pung kong, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 2 different suits. Amstead was playing consecutive run line number 4, the 3 flowers, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. And Annie was playing any like numbers line number 1. There's an any like numbers hand with ones and the matching dragons. She had a long way to go. I had all the jokers. How exciting. What a way to end the game. Let's look at the leaderboard. I have won 2 games at 65 points. Annie did very well this time also. She won 2 games. And poor Kurt and Amstead lost points because they threw tiles for the winning hands. It's very exciting to be able to win 2 games out of 4. That's a pretty good day. I thank you for watching and being here, and tune in next week on Tuesday evening at 6:30 for another video on Mahjong. Send me your topics. I'm always looking for new topics, and I hope you enjoyed this series about building the hand, and I hope you build it. I know any like numbers can be a little taxing, but take a break. Like do evens one day, do odds, or do the first half or the second half, but build it so that you can get it in your memory, that it doesn't have to be just ones, that you can have the numbers from 1 to 9. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a good week. Enjoy your Mahjong game. Bye.